Food, fuel prices, and cost of living are skyrocketing without a stop, and it seems like any day we could be heading to a new recession. So how do we deal with these growing expenses when our paycheck isn't increasing? I'll share with you the best 25 practical frugal living tips I found from the Great Depression era that all work today. These are the same money saving ideas our grandparents and great-grandparents used to survive the harshest of times when unemployment rates were up to 24.7% and shortage of food meant people didn't have even a loaf of bread to eat for days. So if you watch this video till the very end, you will learn how you too, starting from today, could save money fast, up to $1,000 extra per month from these exact frugal living tips, tricks and habits. The best part is these ideas are all free, practical and easy to do. You could use these extra savings to help yourself retire earlier, become financially free, go traveling, drive Lamborghinis, hitting the like button for the YouTube algorithm as it really helps to push this video to more people, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, thanks for doing that. Let's get started. Number 1. Repurpose and reuse. Nothing was thrown out in the past. Everything had a second or third life. Bread bags work well as garbage or freezer bags. Boxes, jars, and other containers can be used as storage. Number 2. Hang your laundry. As an alternative to using a dryer, hang your clothing to dry on a rack to reduce your electricity bill. Number 3. Buy in bulk and stockpile. Save by buying groceries in bulk like nappies, frozen veggies, rice, pasta, etc. I remember I was purchasing yogurt at $3 each, and one week they were on 50% off discount. So I purchased about 40 of them. At full price, I would have paid $120, but I saved $60. This is a small example, but keep an eye on the product you often use and see if you can stockpile them when they go on special. Number 4. Another great lesson from the Great Depression era was to eat your leftovers. During that time, many people didn't have enough money or food, as people had to line up sometimes for days to get a small loaf of bread that was supposed to feed a family of 4. So food and leftovers were never thrown away and wasted. Leftovers were always combined and eaten at supper. Number 5. Compost. If you live on a property with a compost, put anything you aren't eating outside and watch it all grow. If you go to Home Depot or Lowe's to get a bag of dirt, you're going to pay $17 to $23. Really start creating your own nutrient-rich dirt now, so that when you're ready, plant your own garden in the spring. You're all prepared. Number 6. Grow a herb garden. For just the cost of a few pennies for the seeds, you can create a self-sustaining indoor herb garden that could save you up to $100 per month or $1,200 a year, all year round. Number 7. Learning basic sewing. Don't worry, I'm not advising you to purchase a sewing machine. What I'm advising you is that you get a basic sewing kit from your local dollar shop so that you have it on hand for quick adjustments. Don't throw away a shirt because one of the buttons fell off. A new one is simple to stitch on. When clothing is torn or damaged, learn quick remedies from Google and YouTube. While some Great Depression era money-saving advice could be daunting, this shouldn't be one of them. Watch till the end to make sure you see the last strategy that can really save you $1,000 starting from today. Number 8. Make your own cleaning supplies. One of the simplest money-saving advice from the Great Depression era is definitely this one, by mixing vinegar and hot water at a 50-50 ratio with a tiny bit of lemon juice. Do you need some cleaning force? Make a paste using water and baking soda. Wash away. Number 10. Pitch disposables. Use ceramic or reusable containers and plates instead of those disposable single-use plastic containers. Throw away the paper towels and use the cloth dinner napkins instead. Wash them when they get dirty and reuse. Avoid purchasing items you will only use once. Seek to buy items that are multi-purposed. Number 11. Make your own food. Do you have a backyard garden where you can produce food? No matter how tiny, having a backyard garden can help you produce more food on your property and save money by preventing you from having to buy everything you need from the market. You can always access videos and guidebooks to help you learn how to plant certain herbs and spices. Easy to grow produce includes lettuce, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Give it a try. You could save a ton of money and it's quite simple. Number 12. Walking or cycling instead of driving. During the Great Depression, unemployment was high, so money was scarce. So people used other modes of transportation. Bicycles and walking became two of the most popular ways. When they did need to drive somewhere, they did so rarely. This made a big impact and allowed many to save money and gas. Number 13. Another great old-fashioned frugal living tip was to learn how to preserve your food so that none of it spoils. You may learn how to can foods using mason jars. Drying, dehydrating, fermenting, curing, or freezing are further methods of food preservation. When done correctly, this money-saving tip could save you a lot in unnecessary food expenses. Number 14. Watch your electricity usage. No one is advising you to live in complete darkness. However, turning off the lights when you leave a room is a good idea. Put your lights on a timer so they won't be on while you're at work or at school. Items should be unplugged while not in use. Try these frugal tips for 1 month and see your savings account grow. Number 15. Watch your water usage. We waste too much fresh, pure water in this country. Use less water by taking shorter showers, only washing full loads of laundry or dishes, and ensuring that all leaking taps are replaced. Frugal hack. Listen carefully. Did you know that placing a brick at the rear of your toilet's water tank would reduce the amount of water needed to fill it up before each flush? It's true. Give it a try and comment below if it worked for you. Number 16. Make your own. Want to buy a new dining table? Maybe a new bed frame? Or maybe you wanted to smash the like button to 1,000,000 pieces. Why not attempt to create your own? There are thousands of free guides and videos online that will show you step by step how to build furniture with simple tools. Give it a try. Number 17. Repair. Quite often, broken items are just replaced with new ones. However, when possible, fix them rather than replacing them. It decreases landfill space and saves you money. Number 18. Focus on proper maintenance. During the Great Depression, there was a lack of money and resources. This made people focus on prolonging the use of their current items for as long as possible. This allowed them to save the precious money they did get. My recommendation is that you keep track of the maintenance work with the use of maintenance schedule. Number 19. Use cash. Warren Buffett's Great Depression money saving idea is to use cash instead of credit. He says 98% of the time, if I'm in a restaurant, I'll always pay cash. It's just easier. Relying less on your credit card might help you avoid spending money you don't have, even though the strategy may seem a little dated. During the Great Depression, it was very common for your grandparents to use envelopes to sort out their expenses. Food, utility bills, rent, and gas. They were all placed in separate envelopes. Dave Ramsey, a popular finance educator, shares this one basic rule that goes, if you can't pay cash for it, you can't afford it. Number 21. Don't be cheap, be frugal. I used to buy new shoes every 2 to 3 months because they would constantly fall apart. I tried to be frugal, but instead I was cheap. I bought cheap shoes from cheap materials and from a cheap store. I was spending $40 every 2 to 3 months. This meant that I'd be spending almost $160 to $200 per year on shoes. I decided to adopt new frugal habits, and I bought good quality shoes for $100. I had those shoes for 2 years, therefore I saved about $300. Focus on the item's value over time. Number 22. Bake bread. In those days, baking bread was a necessity for our grandparents, largely because they had no other option. Many even had to stay in lines for days just to receive a small loaf of bread. Now that baking is returning to our homes, you may prepare your bread and save money at the same time. Comment below if you bake bread. Number 23. Reuse scraps. The folks of 1930s were resourceful enough to discover how to reuse food from the previous day. For example, bacon grease may be used for stir frying and to make pie crust. The stems of leftover vegetables and herbs can be used in pies and other meals. Utilizing bones to produce bone broth is another good idea. Give it a try. Number 24. Cut your own hair. Because it was simple to master and required just a few simple tools, shears, clippers, and fine-toothed comb, the bowl cut was one of the most popular haircuts of that time. People without any prior haircutting knowledge were able to learn how to perform it. You don't have to look like the Beatles unless you want to, but you can definitely try other simple haircuts and save yourself $40 for each hair. Number 25. House hacking. Consider renting out a room in your house or apartment to help with the mortgage repayments. Airbnb is an option. you can use these extra savings to start a side hustle as well. Number 26. Wear clothes twice. The fact that you wear garments doesn't always indicate that they are dirty every time. Instead of immediately throwing anything into the laundry, if it looks and smells okay, hang it to air out overnight. Number 27. Follow minimalist lifestyle. Just buy less. During the Great Depression era, our grandparents couldn't afford to purchase many things and didn't have much either. However, today the popularity of giants like eBay, Amazon, and Alibaba, purchasing items online is as simple as a push of the button. You know what else is as simple? Smashing the like button. Honestly, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video so far, as it tells me that you enjoyed this type of content and it helps us build an awesome community by sharing the videos to others. So Amazon and eBay make shopping online so easy. We can very easily get into the habit of purchasing items we don't really need. So my recommendation is the saying, less is more. Try minimalism for a while and see, you might enjoy the calmness and organization and the money saving that it brings with it. Make sure to watch this next video where I'll share with you the ultimate collection of 101 frugal living tips that actually work, and shockingly, no one talks about it. You can use them starting today to save $1,000 fast and easy. So if you want to become financially free, you must do this one thing.